was looking at your guys' social media, and you guys seem like the best of buds. I want to know, like, what it was like working together and how your relationship has formed since, shooting this series.
It's all fake. We hate each other in real life. I can't stand these guys. I can't believe I'm sitting this close to them. No, it's great. I mean, like, me and Kieron met all the way in Madrid. I think we were the first two people to land there.
First two people in Madrid.
We had a beautiful steak, and we just got on so well. I think we even said, like, I did not think I'd get along so well with someone right off the bat.
There's some things you can't fake, right? Some things just do hit it off. I think we was quite lucky in the sense that once we had the initial offers and we all signed on, we had a Zoom in different times, I was and talked, and then by the time, that's the beauty of Zoom, right? By the time we got to Spain, we had an idea of these people. Yeah. And then, just the time around each other and finding each other's sort of similarities and differences. And I think we were just all quite deep rooted in passion with this.
Yeah, I think also when you live with someone for 8 months, like that's what we were doing.
You have to like that.
You also form I think we came out of this as brothers, and I think that's something special.
Talk to me a little bit about kind of filling the shoes of your characters for, Vampire Academy.
Sonia Karp is the daughter of Victor, sister of Mia. She's a librarian at St. Vladimir's Academy. She's the odd girl out. She has a romance, and she goes on quite a journey, which I can't really talk about, but shooting in Spain at St. Vladimir's Academy that they built and they, made into the courtyard and everything. It's just insane. So cool.
And I play her father, Victor. And Victor is a royal vampire, which means that I am the head of one of the 12 royal families. My daughters are adopted, which means that they're not allowed to be royal. And because of that, Victor is very passionate about finding equality within this underground vampire society. And he'll sort of stop at nothing until he achieves equality for his children.
We've talked about this between each other, like it was such it's a motivation, like these are cherished characters, and I think they're ready for a beautiful portrayal and a new modern portrayal, and something that hopefully people can invest in.
I loved Mason in the books, and I was so excited to see him on the screen. His story with Rose is so loved by the fans.
So Jay, you're kind of a veteran in the industry. I noticed that there's sort of a lot of younger people in the show. For you, do you take on a role of trying to help the younger actors? What kind of advice are you giving? What is that like for you?
Absolutely not. I do not. I do not. I feel like I have mentees in life, right? Okay. But when I show up to work, we're colleagues. I know a veteran actor who says to me, school is never out of session. You can learn from anybody. Mm-hmm. So I don't walk on a set and presume that I know more than anybody, or that I'm better than anybody, or that I don't have something to learn. We are peers, we are equals, and that's how I conduct myself. This young lady here who plays my daughter, I can just look in her eyes and be in the moment and in the scene. So I loved working on the show a lot.
Now, Jonetta, you had posted that this role was a dream come true for you, that you had always wanted to play a character from a book. So talk to me, had you read these series before, and what was it that interested you about playing a character from a book in general?
So I read these books as a kid, so I was a fan. And then, that kind of began the whole vampire craze with Twilight, The Vampire Diaries, which I was also a huge fan of. So it was like full circle to get onto another Julie Plec vampire show. I was like 14 when they were casting The Hunger Games, and I wrote the casting director and pitched myself for Katniss Everdeen. So it's that's just like, I love worlds like this and playing strong female characters from those worlds.
I have to ask, why vampires? Like, or the supernatural in general? Like, what draws the two of you, to that topic?
I've been thinking for a lot of years about this answer, and what I realized each time I return to the genre, and I have to ask myself why, is that for me personally, if you are going on the road to live forever, if you're an immortal being, what matters about living that long, if not who you're on that road with? And so it really does give me the opportunity to write a love story, whether it's family love, friendship love, or romantic love. And that's where I always want to be, telling stories from that place. So I love the genre for what it gives me as a writer and the stories that I love to tell.
Working with Julie, first of all, she's such an amazing director. She's so quick. Like, she knows exactly what she needs where the light needs to go. Like it was amazing working with her.
What I loved about working with Julie and Marguerite was that they have a vision. They had a real vision for the show, which is what took us all the way over to Spain. You know, COVID and shooting internationally and all of these challenges that we faced. They stuck to the vision, and seeing the show now, I'm like, yeah, it was all worth it. The show is beautiful, and I know that the audience has never seen anything like it.
I think also genre, it lets you tell stories in a way that kind of get under the radar. You can sort of reach people. I think like this story also has a whole class element that I think telling it in this version, it's very resonant of what's going on today. It's very timely. Of course, you know, vampires are sexy, and they're like, they're fun, and I don't know, they're just very unique and very special, and they're other in a way that is very appealing to me.
I always tell people all I want to do is tell stories that make people feel something powerful, a powerful emotion, whether it be joy or fear or loss or love, and I want to entertain them. So that's what I plan on keep on doing as long as I can.
Now, Marguerite, are you gonna pop in front of the camera for this series?
No, I'm not gonna have it. No, I have a lot to do. This is a busy enough job that I won't try to do both things. And also, we've sort of made a little rule for ourselves for season 1 to try and have their not really cross, because we love all the actors from all the other shows. Sure. The only reason you're not seeing them in this world is we wanted to create a world where you really are suspending your disbelief for a minute, get you ensconced in this world, and then we can sort of, you know, maybe invite some familiar faces. But we just wanted to kind of create something new, and then I'm not a new face.